Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Guys, for today's video I'm going to share with you some DIYs that you can do now for Christmas using wire garlands from Dollar Tree. They have like 2 or 3 different types of garlands that you can use for these projects, and I'm going to share with you the best hacks. So I really hope that you like it and that you enjoyed today's video. Let me know in the comments which of these ideas is one of your favorites. Make sure that you are subscribed to my channel so you don't miss any of my future videos, and that you check my description box because I'm going to leave you all of my social media pages in my other channel, JAZOMY home. Guys, if you saw this video, right now I don't supposed to be here in Florida. I am in another place. If you want to know what is happening, make sure that you check my other channel, JAZOMY home, so you can see like all of the craziness that is happening right now in my life. But I'm really happy and excited for this new adventure. So anyways, check my other channel, the links in the description box. Hope that you are ready for this video. Let's DIY together. I'm going to be using the Dollar Tree wire garland that is 15 feet long, and I think that's a great deal. So I'm going to be cutting some sticks because I want to form a few wreaths in different sizes. This garland has wires, so you can join and tie the wreath with the same wire to make it perfect. Once you have the first one, you can do the others, and I will make 3 wreaths in 3 different sizes: 1 large, 1 medium, and a small one. After you have the 3 wreaths, you can decorate it as you like. You can use lights or whatever you want. I'm going to be putting these small holly bushes that I bought at Walmart for only 98 cents this year, and I love them. So I'm going to be putting 1 to each wreath, and in the smaller wreath you can cut some pieces of your bush to make it a little bit smaller and make sure that it's going to look good with the wreath. From there, you will need a branch, and I got this one in my backyard, and I will use it to hang the wreath. You can use any ribbon you have, any color. I decided to use this one from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to cut it in half just to make it a little bit thinner. I'm going to be cutting 3 pieces in 3 different sizes so that the wreaths also hang at 3 different levels. I'm going to glue the ribbons on the wreath, and then I'm going to stick the other side to the branch with hot glue. Once you're done, guys, you can hang your wall decor piece, and this will be the result. And as I said, you can add lights and it will look so beautiful, perfect to add that nice and bright touch to your wall. And this project is super easy to do and extremely budget friendly. It looks rustic and I just love it, so I hope that you like it too. Project, I will be using the Dollar Tree bamboo wreath. This is the small size, and you can use the Dollar Tree holly bushes if you want, but I had these ones at home and they are from Walmart, so I decided to use 6 of this, and they only cost 98 cents, so that's a great deal, and they are beautiful. So you can stick them in your wreath, but in fact I think it's easier if you place them between the bamboo branches that the wreath has. And I decided to place the 6 that I have around my wreath, and it was super easy because I have the wreath in a small size. I wanted to look a little bit bigger and fuller, so I would decide to use these wire garland ties that are from Dollar Tree, and I will be tying them to my wreath and leaving them like
to the outside of my wreath to achieve that effect that I want, that is bigger and fuller. I did the same process all over my wreath, and I used about like 2 packages of these wire garland ties in total. Once I finish, this is how the wreath will look like, and it looks totally different and much bigger, so I'm really happy. And now I wanted to like match with my Christmas tree that I'd decorate for this year, and my tree has these Walmart lamps ears, so I decided to use some branches. I cut them in half so they were a little smaller, and then I glue them to my wreath. Once finished, I hang my wreath to my ladder from one of the garland ties, and this will be the result, and I love it. I want to have something that will match with my Christmas decor for this year, and I didn't find anything on stores, so I made my own wreath, and it is perfect and cost me about like $10 to do it, and that's a win for me, so yay. I'm going to be using these round, it's like a round wooden hoop that I got in a thrift store, and I'm going to be using it to make a wreath. And the first thing I'm going to be doing is to use some of the Dollar Tree wire garland ties, and I'm going to be cutting them into smaller sizes. Guys, you can make wreaths in so many ways, and this is a very easy way to do it, but with a high-end look. And I'm going to be gluing those ties on the bottom of my wreath with hot glue, but in 2 different directions. Some of the garland ties are going to be glued on the right side, and the other ones are going to be in the left. I really love these types of garland ties because they can make any Christmas tree or any wreath to look so much fuller, but in a budget-friendly way. And now I also wanted to add these eucalyptus leaves, and I'm going to be cutting some pieces of this garland that I had just in case. It is from Amazon. It is beautiful and I love it. I use it in so many projects, and in the description, of course, you can find the link of this product. I'm going to be doing the same thing that I did with the garland ties. I'm going to be sticking that eucalyptus in different directions on my wreath, and remember that you can cover your wreath completely with the garland, but I'm only going to be placing it about half of my hoop. To give it a pop of color, I use some of the Dollar Tree berry branches, and I cut a few small pieces, and then I glue them to the wreath. From there, I made a really cute bow with this thin red ribbon. I think it's from Hobby Lobby that I get it. You can use any one that you have and you like. And I'm going to glue it where all the greenery and the branches meet. Finally, I'm going to be using these wooden beads, and I'm going to place them in a piece of twine. And guys, in the description you can also find a link of some wooden beads from an excellent quality and a very good price. So yeah, the link is in the description too. I'm going to be using like this mini beads garland to tie it to the top of the wreath so I can hang it on the wall or in a window, and also you can hang it from any door. And that's all. This will be the result of this wreath that I made using just things that I have at home that I get from a thrift store and also Dollar Tree supplies. I'm going to to be using 3 handles in total, and what I want to do first is to put them together, forming a triangle. And the best way to do that is using some wire, so take advantage on the holes and the small pieces that are on the top of the handle. That is going to make it easier for you to put all of them together, forming that triangle. Now the bottom part of the triangle, you can leave it the same size, or you can cut it. I decided to cut it to make the project just a little bit smaller, and then I'm going to put everything together. Now on one side it's easier if you use the wire, but if it gets tricky you can also use some duct tape or just regular tape, and it's going to work just fine. You can use a strong glue, but it's going to take a long time to dry, so if you want to make it a little bit faster, it's okay to use some tape. Now that you have your triangle set and you like the shape and you like the size of your triangle, I'm going to start using this garland. Now this garland is from Dollar Tree, is 15 foot long, and is the perfect supply for this project. What I'm going to do is to start from top to bottom, covering the whole triangle with this garland. Now it depends on how big and how tight together you put your garland on your triangle, the amount of garlands that you are going to need. I use about 6 garlands for this project. You can use more, you can use less, depending on how tight you put the garland on your Christmas tree. Once you are done putting one of the garlands on your triangle, you can add the other ones. Just make a small knot. These garlands have wires, so it's pretty easy to attach them together. And another cool hack that you can do is to use some hot glue. You can add that to the handles and then start adding the garland. That way it's going to stay there, it's not going to move, and it's going to be easier to add the garland on the whole Christmas tree. Once you are done covering the whole triangle, this is how the Christmas tree is going to look, and I really like it. Now you can decorate your Christmas tree in so many ways. You can add lights if you want. Fairy lights can work amazing. I decided to hang some ornaments, and just to make my life easier, I decided to go with the ornaments hooks from Dollar Tree. I add them to the balls, and then I'm going to be hanging a few of these ornaments on my Christmas tree. Once I was done, this is how the project turned out, and I really like it. I think it looks beautiful. You can hang these from a wall, or you can just simply put it on the floor, and it's going to look beautiful, a nice touch now for Christmas. It's pretty big, but it can look amazing on any space. Continue with the next project. I'm going to be using this star metal plaque that I get from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to change the color. I'm going to spray paint these outside with this metallic gold color, and I'm going to be adding a small piece of twine to be able to attach my star to a wreath. I'm going to be using this huge big that I get from a thrift store, and I really love it. I love to change these every single season. So I'm going to be adding my gold star, and then I'm going to be adding 3 more stars in this green color. I just stick a small piece of twine on them to be able to attach them to my wreath. I don't want to add like any type of glue because I really like to reuse these wreath for every single season. So I'm not going to be adding glue on this wreath. Now I'm going to be adding these wire garland ties that I got from Dollar Tree. I use about 2 packages of these, and I'm just going to be adding them like on the bottom part of our wreath just to make it so much fuller and give it that Christmas touch. And just to make it look a little bit more fuller with different touches and textures, I'm going to be adding some frosted greenery that I get from Dollar Tree. It's going to add a really nice touch, and it has like these white small balls that looks like white berries, and I really like that. And I'm also going to be adding some gold accents with these that I get from a Dollar Tree. I'm just going to cut them in different parts so that way I can have more, and I'm just going to be adding them in my wreath. Once I have that part ready, I'm going to be working on the top of the wreath. I want to hang 3 bells, so I get these ones from Dollar Tree. They are white, super beautiful. I'm just going to remove like the small foliage or greenery that they have on the top, and then I'm going to be hanging them on a piece of rope. I cut 3 small pieces in 3 different sizes. I attach them together, and on the other side I just make a small knot to be able to stick them with the bells, and that way they're going to stick stronger. I'm just going to be using hot glue, but because this is going to be outside, you can add E6000 just to make it a little bit more stronger. Once you hang your 3 bells on these pieces of rope, this is how it's going to look, and then I'm just going to make a knot and attach them on the top of my wreath. Then I'm going to be adding a bow that I DIY. I'm not good at like explaining how to make bows, but I did this one. It's super simple. Or maybe you can get one that is already made at Dollar Tree and just add that on the top of your wreath, and it's going to add a really beautiful touch. And yeah, this is how mine turned out. I just add 2 different types of ribbons and some pine cones, and that's all. This is how it looks. This is how it turned out, and I really like it. This wreath is huge, and you can get these on any store, but it's going to cost you a lot, and I just did it like for less than $15, and I really love the result. I think it looks beautiful, high-end, and I'm just happy how it turned out and it matched with the rest of my decor. For this project, you are going to need 3 wreaths. I get these bamboo wreaths from a thrift store. You can find them also at Dollar Tree, a little bit bigger, but you can still do the same project and you're going to have the same look. Then you're going to need some wire garland, or you can use the wire garland ties from Dollar Tree. It depends on what you like the most or what you find at Dollar Tree. Now what I'm going to do is to basically cover the wreath with this garland. You can fully cover the wreath, or you can leave like some empty spaces in between so that you can see your wreath. And I'm using hot glue to attach everything together. Like I said, I'm going to be using 3 wreaths for these projects, and I'm going to be doing the same on the 3 wreaths. Now you can leave that greenery or garland in that green color, or you can give it that flock look using the Santa snow. You can get this at Walmart or Dollar Tree, and you're going to spray that on top of your wreaths and then just let the snow dry. Now you're also going to need this bamboo cutting board from Dollar Tree, or you can use any sign from Dollar Tree. And what I'm going to do is to add the garland around the bamboo cutting board, and this is going to give me the same look that I have from the wreaths. I'm using the garland ties from Dollar Tree, but you can use the garland too, and it's going to work, I think, a little bit better because you're going to be working basically like in one piece. I'm going to stick that around my bamboo cutting board with hot glue, and then I'm going to add that Santa snow on top of the greenery. As you can see, I did a big mess and I put a lot of snow in my bamboo cutting board, but I'm going to clean that really quick before it dries, and then I can keep working on my project. On top, you can add a really cute touch. I just made a small bow and I stick that on top. And then I'm going to add this piece galvanized sign, and I'm going to stick that with hot glue. it's time to put everything together. So for that, I'm going to be using the same ribbon that I used to make my bow, and I'm going to start attaching all of the wreaths together. Once you have that part ready, your project is done. You can hang these from your walls. You can have a really cute and unique piece in your home now for the holidays, and I think it looks beautiful. Now that I'm done, let me know in the comments which of these projects and ideas that you can do with the garlands and the garland ties from Dollar Tree is one of your favorites. I want to know which one is yours in the comments, and make sure that you are subscribed to this channel. Follow me on all my social media pages and my webpage JAZOMY.com. All of the links in the description box, guys. Thank you so much for the love and support, and see you in the next one. Mwah. Bye, guys.